Please note the NIO stock price action. This is trading in the $20 range back here. And this yellow line represents the NIO stock price. At the bottom, you've got the white lines representing fails to deliver. Look at those, almost no fails to deliver during that time frame. And then we saw the fails to deliver pick up. And at the same time, the NIO stock price comes down. And then we see this spike of the fails to deliver with the NIO stock price staying down. It tries to move up when the fails to deliver drop off again. And then what do you know? More fails to deliver and more price action to the downside. This is pretty obvious to me that there's a correlation, but it's not just me. And there are folks who've been studying this much, much longer. So I wanted to share a little bit more, go a little more in depth. I haven't even checked out all the things that John Welborn has put out yet. He's with Dartmouth College, but he's been writing about things like fails to deliver dating back to 2000, I think 8. He talks about phantom shares. Yeah, the phantom shares menace. How about in 2014, informed short selling in high failed to deliver stocks. 2013, 3 essays on naked short selling and fails to deliver. And then you got 2016, the informed short selling fails to deliver and abnormal returns. The 2012 ETF or exchange traded funds fails to deliver and market volatility. And then, of course, in 2013, the options market maker exception to SEC reg show or regulation show. Now, this is John. You can actually hear from him on this is a new channel. I think it's a newer channel on YouTube. I just subscribed to it because Project Burpee, shout out and thank you for sharing this with me. And more on that in just a second. Let's listen in for what John has to say, though. This is kind of interesting, I think, anyway.
Was really coined by George Stigler in the 70s. Actually, what's funny, in George Stigler's original paper, 1971, about capture, he talks about NASDAQ rules being written for the benefit of the industry.
I don't think it can be any more clear than that. This is the way that things operate on Wall Street is not to the benefit of the retail investor. This is just the reality as I see it anyway. Now, this is a clip from a longer interview, is about an hour long. I'll share that as well. And we're going to come back and talk more about this. This will be an ongoing topic, at least until NIO gets to profitability. I think it's too important, especially as it relates to stock price action, to ignore it. So I'm going to continue the dialogue with this stuff. But this is the retweet that I shared of the full video. And Banana Hands had shared it with me. Project Burpees, he's with or from the GameStop movement as a retail investor. And this is actually, I'd like to highlight and make this point. I think retail investors, the advantage that we have over the big money, the big dogs on Wall Street, is there are a lot more of us. And I'm not just talking about NIO stock or community folks. I'm talking about people across the market, people who are in GameStop, in AMC, in MMTLP, in really any stock, especially if this company hasn't yet gotten to profitability. I think they have a higher risk of being naked shorted and with the FTDs. And it's simple enough to just pull up the fails to deliver with whatever company you're interested in and just see what is showing up. The trick with the fails to deliver, of course, is their delayed data. We never get to see the real-time data. We're always delayed. So, I'm going to come back and cover this more in depth and then also offer some of my thoughts on perhaps a class action lawsuit. I know Atta from the Auto Investor brought that up and people seem very receptive to it, but I think there are some other steps and we're still really at that awareness point. We're still learning and studying. I know I haven't even gotten into all of John's papers that I shared and all of the things that he's talked about. So I have a lot more digging that I'd like to do first. And then we'll come back and we'll kind of get into a little bit more of the potential legality side. What a crazy year, 2024. I feel like we're just getting started, but I want to get this thing up and out. So let me just say happy St. Patrick's Day. I hope everyone has a blessed, restful, wonderful day. We'll see y'all again very soon.